Okay, welcome back.
Alan's always late. Still, even after 8 episodes, Alan is still.
Well, I have technically only been in 6 or 7. Technically.
Still, that's pretty bad.
I mean,
Anyways.
it's not bad, I guess.
Anyway, this is literally how everything starts. I laugh at Alan being late, then I say anyways, and then I say, welcome back to Weeb Gamer, the podcast where we talk about everything to do with anime and video games and whatever else we want to talk about in the moment. Disclaimer for all those new to this podcast. We will be talking about spoilers of what's going on in these animes we're talking about. We're going to have some in-depth discussion of Shaman King, 2 Year Eternity, and Vivy, Fluorite Eye Song.
I can't believe you remember that.
Right?
I can't believe you
that.
Yo, that's the first time I remembered. I feel so good.
I just call it Vivy now.
Yeah, I just
call it
Vivy. I'm not even
That's what I've been
bothering.
calling it, but then Sean always comes out with the full name, so I feel like I need to.
Damn, yeah.
And also Tower of God. And I guess if we have time, we're going to hit some spoilers for The Last of Us 2.
Nah, I don't know about that.
The most controversial game of
Shit.
that I can remember, actually. It's been a while.
Yeah.
But anyways, where do you want to start, Sean? Oh, wait. Actually, before you do that, I'm joined once again by my co-host, Alan. Say hi, Alan.
What's up, guys?
And Sean, what's up?
Hey guys, I just want to say thanks to Michael, the guest from the previous episode. Thanks for coming out. We appreciate it, and welcome back to Alan.
That's
Good to have you back.
I got rehired. Yeah,
Yeah, we
missed
missed you, Alan.
I'm happy you said thank you to him, but he's not listening.
Well,
He's never gonna hear this.
whatever.
Come on, man. Give the guy some credit. Rehired, yeah. I got rehired. Thanks, guys. I thank you for the second opportunity to be here and talk about things that we all love. All right, what are we starting with?
Sean started that.
All right. First, we're going to talk about Vivy Fluorite Eye Song, episode 4. Since Alan wasn't here on the pod last time, he can talk about the first 3 episodes too if he wants. You can get your opinion on it.
Okay. Okay, you want to go now? Yeah, so I watched actually the first one and second one, and I just recently watched the third and fourth. I will just talk to 1 to 3. I didn't know what I was expecting, and as Andre always does, he's like, yo, Alan, go watch this and tell me what you think. And again, the first episode is this, like, I'm like, okay, I thought it was going to be about singing, a little Your Line April action. Hell no. I see blood. I see robots, like some from Alien. I don't know if you guys know that movie. Like, they were rogue and they were just going crazy. I was like, what's going on? I will say, though, original concept, I would say, in my opinion, from what I've watched. So I'm excited. So I was like, not some repeat cliche thing. Mm-hmm. And also, yeah, gore. We're all about that, Demon Slayer and all that stuff. So it's pretty good. The story is basically, she gets warning from the future from the first episode, and she needs to do things in preparation to essentially save the end of the world, essentially. I liked it. First episode, second episode, third episode, great all around. A lot of information, I would say, in the first 2 episodes. Third one, we finally kind of meet the antagonist. That's the antagonist is the bad person, right? Yeah. Antagonist. I don't know. And I'm excited because then we get a little glimpse on the 4th episode, which we're going to talk about now, and like their true colors of that character.
Yeah.
So, what do you guys think? I didn't get your opinions last time, so yeah, what do you guys think about it? How do you guys feel?
So basically the conclusion that me and Sean kind of landed on last week was basically we didn't know. Mm-hmm. Like it has a lot of promise, we were saying, but because one, it's a very touched on topic, especially nowadays, like as AI is getting better in the like real world. True. Like it's very like explored, right? So we're trying to see like where can this kind of go different and where can it change, right? And then we were saying like it has a lot of potential. It can be dog shit or it can be like amazing.
Yeah. So you're saying we can either keep on talking about this or we're gonna find something else, is what you're telling me.
Yeah, it's just like personally, I've had so much AI stuff shoved down my throat over the last couple of years, and I like it. It's nice. It's just like I hope this show adds something new to the mix, because I don't want it to be the same kind of thing.
Yeah. Also, okay, so for you guys, it's like actually it's kind of like repetitive because you guys have a lot of AI experience. What other AIs have you guys watched like that involve AI?
I'm thinking like Black Mirror, Death Love Robots.
Oh,
Ghost in the Shell. Even.
Ghost in the Shell.
I just recently watched that movie Alita Battle Angel.
Movie.
I just recently watched that one too.
Okay. So yeah, I've not watched any of that, so this is new to me. But that's interesting getting your perspective, saying like it actually almost feels the same as the other guys. You know, the robot is supposed to be bad, but then it ends up being defective and good. Oh, okay, I could see that now. I could definitely.
It's just a common theme where it's kind of like, do robots have feelings? Like, are they human? Exactly. You know, like that kind of theme. That they're trying to portray.
And
but go.
It still has its charm. That's one thing I like about it. Like, you still like the characters. I can see myself getting attached to these characters, but I'm not sure to what extent. I do feel like there are emotional moments in it. And I'm thinking, but they're still kind of robots. And then that comes into the whole, you know, are they really alive? And do they really have feelings and whatever? But it's always an interesting topic to bring up.
Yeah, fair enough.
I will say though, but when that, like, as early as it was, like, I think it was it the second or third episode? I think it was the second episode where that kid just like burned down in the freaking plane.
The plane.
Like, I was just like, like, I didn't even know the kid, and still I was just like.
Like, wow, they're doing that. No, I feel you. I thought it was going to be all dandy, you know, she's going to be like a good main character helping out the Vivy and all that. And then, like you said, like, I just see a plane burning. I'm like, wait, wasn't she just on that? Wait, hold on a second. Yeah, no, I feel the same way. I'm like, wow, how'd they just do that? But I guess, hey, it's to show like her Vivy's character that she's like, I kind of want to give up. Like,
and you saw, we talked about this last week a little bit, but like you saw like how, like, because they can't cry, like Wit did a good job and showed like the rain.
Yes.
And then the rain landed directly on her eyeball.
Yeah. I love that shit. Yeah, that's so good.
Nice. It's good, man. But the fourth episode showed like a little bit more promise.
Yeah,
I
think so too.
It was actually really good. And then plot and Wit actually was able to like show its chops. Like that fight, that as short as it was really
good.
Well. Yeah. Like that was a really well animated fight.
And I'm always a sucker for good battle music.
Oh yeah, true. It was right? The music. What I thought I had something playing. I was like, what is on that? I was going on, and I was like, oh wait, it's actually the anime. I'm like, this is sick. Yeah. That's cool. Yeah, I agree with that. What do you? Sorry. What do you think about? Because I wasn't here to ask you. Do you find the what's that bear? Oh, the bear. We'll call him the bear. Do you find him annoying? Like, or because I find him annoying.
He's like not annoying. It's just like I struggle to keep up when he talks.
Like,
he talks so friggin' fast. Yeah, he talks so fast.
I'm like, all right,
it is pretty annoying.
Get the dub version out. I can't handle this.
I'm actually excited to hear the dub because I'm like, how is he going to match this?
No, they're gonna hire Eminem. They're gonna say, "Listen, Eminem, you just need to say this at the speed of a rap god, and you go ahead, go for it." And then just gotta like it was crazy. But yeah, I find him annoying because of that. Like, I don't know what he's saying, but I think that's the whole point. Like, he's there for a job, and he's just spitting it out. Like, you just, hey, go do it. So I find him annoying, but that's his character, I guess. Sorry, Andre, what were you gonna say?
I was just gonna get into the only issue I think I had with the fourth episode was I found it kind of odd that the sisters like bonded with so much emotion just like out of nowhere.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
Like it showed like the first 3 episodes, even most of the fourth episode showed how much AI's like struggled to show like emotion and to like care, and then all of a sudden like she cried and she wanted to fight for her, and then all these kind of things. I was like, they're acting very human.
Like the like it was like a flip of the switch almost. Yeah, I agree. Yeah. I mean, I guess they're, like Sean was saying, they're trying to get you to feel sympathy or empathy, whichever one, for these like AI units, because like they were just programmed. They didn't really ask for it. But yeah, like I do feel like that. The flip of the switch was way too sudden, and it wasn't gradual. And then like there's no learning curve, I guess, to feel. So I agree with you with that.
Yeah. I guess it was kind of hard to like show, like how, because we saw that they grew up together or whatever, or were being programmed together for a while. And we're not really sure how much time that was and how much attachment they really grew to each other, because one of them was basically just a copy of the other, and they were kind of hinted to like, hey, you're gonna see this other person who's just like you but like slightly different, and who knows how long they had that imagery in their heads, right? And then it was just taken away from them. So for them to finally see each other after so long, I mean, in one episode it's kind of like you don't have a lot of time to really feel that attachment between them.
No, you don't.
But
that's true.
But it's arguably there still.
Yep.
No, it is, and And like when they sing so pretty at the end while they're like slowly dying and they're trying to make everyone else feel good, like you're gonna feel something, like no matter how
exactly
hard you try.
Exactly. That's
you know what I mean?
I felt it. Why. I definitely felt it.
One thing I really like too is that they teased like the possibility that they had made the situation worse. Like now the spaceship's going into a city, not into the lake, and it was like, shit.
And it happened a day earlier.
Yeah, exactly. So it was like, what changed? Like, is it because she saved that guy, or is that what changed?
Yeah, because like when they saved the guy at the beginning, he said because of the conversation they had that he actually made a bill that was more in favor to AIs than they were at the beginning.
That's crazy.
I actually mean the bad guy though. The guy that she saved.
Yeah,
because he was there.
The guy she saved from the roof falling on him. Yeah.
So do you think that like made the situation worse? Like,
I will say in the immediate moment, but I think again, it's if you're thinking big picture, maybe not. Maybe going into the city, and we're gonna see maybe next episode like something else happens where it actually is in favor and it's actually better. But at the immediate moment, it's just straight up just
and I'm also thinking that guy has to be like kind of like he's gonna be a recurring theme.
Yeah,
right?
definitely.
Like you know how between the first event and this event it was like 15 years. So he's basically like a grown man now versus he was a kid at the beginning. Yeah. I feel like they can't be that distant going forward only because like usually when anime starts saving a guy for no reason consistently, like he has some like part to play in the overarching story. You know what I mean? No,
that's so true.
Mm-hmm.
He's got a death. If he has a death, it's way at the end, and it's a sacrificial one or something like that.
He's gonna save the AI that he hates so much at the end of the day.
Yeah,
true.
That's what it seems like it's heading towards.
I think so too. Let's hope it doesn't go that way.
I was gonna say, you guys. So because you've watched a lot of AI stuff. What do you want from this show that the other shows always did? I guess, and if that question's weird, I don't know. But like depending on like, so did you want him just to die without any cause or like any like resolve or in vain or something like that? Or do you want the AIs to lose? Like, what do you guys think? What do you guys want from this?
That's a tough one because
that's one. Yeah, okay.
I feel like
it was kind of tough
because the subject has been touched on so much that I feel like it would be hard to create another kind of twist or possibility. I mean, maybe they could, but I want them to.
Yeah,
I guess we'll have to see.
In their own creative way or something like that. Like, just get it different than the other ones.
Oh man, I can't.
I mean, like, I will say that like the whole twin sister thing was like a twist for not being a twist. You know what I mean? It was like because like at the end of the third episode, you see her like rip the other guy's head off. So then you think, oh, twist, she's actually evil. Right. But then she's not actually evil. So it's like they twisted you by not twisting you.
I see.
You know what,
yeah.
You know what I'm trying to say?
They cliched you by clichéing you type thing. Yeah, I got you.
Exactly. It's because like I was so expecting this complicated story about how this girl is so much more like in depth or complicated as to why she's acting this way. Right. But it turns out that she is who she is. Like she wasn't lying at any point. It's a whole different person that's doing this. Yeah. And it's kind of odd in the sense where I would say like that's lazy or that's like I don't know. It's like
a
easy,
cop out.
Like
it's like a cop out.
Yeah, it's like a cop out. Like you don't have to make your characters complicated in any way. Yeah. It's like if Aaron was doing bad stuff and it just turned out that he had a secret twin. Yeah, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh my
God. It's like that. But because the anime I've been watching recently, I've come to expect this new twist, this new crazy thing, this new complex, and then they didn't do that. I was like, oh, I actually wasn't expecting that for once. You know what I mean?
I expected the expected, but the unexpected happened.
Oh man, too many twists.
Yeah. They're trying to they have too many Uno reverse cards.
Yeah, that's what happened. It's too much. I'm becoming like an anime like elitist. I have to like simplify my brain or something, bro.
Oh my god, that's true.
So Ellen, I guess one thing I could think of that would be surprising is if the AIs still win in the end and just exterminate all the humans. I've never seen that happen before, except maybe the closest thing is probably the Matrix.
True, yeah.
Yeah, so like that one probably had the least amount of human population left in the world, of anything I've seen. But to see like a world of just robots and AI and stuff and just no humans, that would be an interesting ending.
Yeah, that'd be a cool ending.
You wouldn't be mad though, because
I mean, I want to be mad.
That's true. Actually, no, that's
a group
valid.
that wants to be pissed off at the end of the day. Because then it makes us feel something.
Yeah.
No, it's true.
That's
true. It's still better than just a stereotypical, oh, we saved the world ending. And I'm just like, eh.
Oh. But that's the thing, eh? Like we're getting to my voice just cracked. That was weird. That's the thing. We're getting to a point where like Andre was actually just saying like right now, like we've seen so much and we've seen so much so we can't really expect any difference to come from some of these shows where it's like where's it gonna go? Like where are the twists gonna be in the next couple of years or something like that? Like for original stuff, remakes. I mean, you can remake a remake; it'll just be better animation. The story will be great. Yeah. But I'm talking about like if you're like I don't know, let's say a small indie company trying to make like stories and trying to get famous or whatever, like. It's kind of hard, like thinking about it now, to just be original because, like, if you do something, they're gonna be like, oh, it's from this, or if you do like what like we were talking about the whole time, like Attack on Titan's ending. Let's say, for example, like what's it called, Code Geass. Like we're like that, we just brush it off as that, like oh, it's a Code Geass ending. It's like damn, but the anime's so good. But like we still brush it off as like it's not really original, but like it's like hard to be original, honestly.
Right.
So I guess you just have to like what Sean touched upon, which shows you just have to get the people connected to the characters like as best as you can, because even if it's a cliche whatever or ending and beginning character development, and like at least the people like the character and they'll stay for it. So yeah, like I like it's hard to be original, and I hope it's good so far, but like from what you guys are saying, like you can almost foretell what's gonna happen and foresee what's gonna happen. So I mean, it'll be new for me, so great. If for you guys, well, that sucks.
I know, but like it's not even necessarily a AI thing.
Yeah,
it's more like an
in
anime.
general. Yeah, like
it's like an anime in general thing. Like if this new dude who hates AI eventually gets forced into a situation where they have to work together with Vivy, and then he changes his mind, and then some big thing happens, and he has to make the ultimate sacrifice and protect Vivy. Like I've seen that so many times. If that's the way it goes, then at that point it's predictable. Like fair. I know that's what's going. But at the same time, it's giving me the idea that it's not necessarily going to go down the straightforward path, because what Sean said about how you start to see minor changes that's confusing even the robot that comes from the future. Like, the bear is like, the bear's like, no, it's not happening today. It's not supposed to happen today. Don't worry about it. This isn't happening. And then it's happening. And he's like, oh shit, it's happening.
Oh God, don't wait a minute. Yeah. For the longest time, I thought, or I kind of still think the bear might actually be bad.
Ooh, in a that sense, would be good too,
right? Like that's for me would be a good twist where he's trying to get her to actually ruin the world, but she has like a conscience and a heart, because they keep on talking about in the show that she knows what he's saying, because she's still suspicious of him. Like, who are you? Like, where did you come from? Why are you telling me all these things? But I would love if the bear actually was bad, and at the end of the day, it was like a showdown between the guy that hates AI and the AI to this bear or whatever. But it's cool. It is cool to think that, but I don't know where they're gonna go.
Yeah, no. Obviously, like her idea, like it's like it makes sense. Like it's like a friggin' robot from the future comes and talks to Taylor Swift and tells her that she needs to friggin' save the world. Like that doesn't compute like realistically.
Yeah,
right?
And if you think about it, like after she changed the first thing, things actually got worse. So maybe he's trying to push humanity towards extinction.
Thinking. And it happened. She did what he said, kind of, but like it happened. It's happening a day earlier, like you guys just said, and like we saw, and also it's hitting the city now. And like that's like that. Like when you say that, I'm like, oh my God! It kind of pieces together where it's like maybe the bear's literally trying to just speed it up, or she saved the future in the past.
Maybe.
Sorry. She saved the future in the future, and he came to the past because he knows that she's like has a conscience, so he's like, I gotta corrupt this one so that the plans fall through. I don't know, that's what I am thinking.
But what do you think it's him, or do you think it's the doctor that sent him back?
Okay. I don't know. I would say maybe it's because the doctor in the beginning where he's like, save the world. But maybe.
And then could it be the misguided like approach where he's like, listen, humans fucked up the planet. Like I feel like robots would treat it better, so let me try and save the world by exterminating the virus or whatever that is humans.
Well, let me ask you a question.
Go ahead.
When the doctor sent the thing back, they were like things pointing guns at him, right? Were they human or robots?
I thought they were. Oh,
I'm assuming they were AI.
Were they AI?
I'm assuming they were.
I thought they were AI.
Okay, because I couldn't remember. And
the thing is, and now what I was thinking of is when the doctor is sending something back, do we see what he's sending back? It's just information, right?
Mm-hmm.
So couldn't it be information to the past Vivy to make her have this conscience? And then someone found out what he sent, so they sent this bear, or like the AI that is in the bear, to actually like destroy that or whatever.
So like reverse Terminator.
Like reverse Terminator. I was gonna say exactly reverse Terminator. That's I like that's if that's the case, I think so. But maybe he was just sending the bear back.
Yeah.
Because like what Andrew was saying, just to exterminate it because it was better off anyway or whatever.
Or the bear's like a virus that someone put into his program or something, possibly.
Right, like a malware. Yeah.
But I'm thinking that even if it ends up being the taboo cliche ending, it's still good up till now because like it's able to get us to still wonder all these things. Right? It's left open into the sense that we can still debate this and try and figure out what our thoughts are, and like we might just be overthinking it. And if it's taking advantage of how complicated anime has to become to try and be quote unquote original nowadays, and just does the simple basic thing,
right?
That'll surprise me at this point because I'm expecting something crazy.
Right, hey, me too.
Because it's I think it was the people who did ReZero. ReZero has a whole bunch of like weird like
twists
things happen. Yeah, like it's just like weird things happen that you don't necessarily expect, but like they don't like if they're out of left field when it happens. So like I'm expecting that coming here, and then with Wit signing on to this thing, I don't know, like I know that the animation studio has nothing to do with the story and they're just for animation, but it like feels to me that like Wit's quality is like I'm not gonna sign on for something that's too
I hear you.
You know what I mean?
They probably reviewed it and were like, you know what, this is a good story. It's not crazy, like let's say it's not crazy original, but it is original enough where it's like it's decent and we put our name on it. Then I see what you're saying. Like people, it has that credibility of Wit picked it up. Wit's like top of the line animators. They must love the story as much as like they think we're gonna like it too. So I feel like that's true. That's true.
And Wit probably has the pick of the litter given like how popular they are and how good they are and what they've done.
Exactly.
So they probably get to can choose between what they think is good and what they think isn't.
Yeah, true. Or they got bought out, you know. Someone's like, "Here, take this. I'll give you 20K. Animate this one." Mappa's like, "Listen, we have so much money off of Attack on Titan now. Just take all the crap ones. We'll do all the good ones. We'll give you a share."
Mappa ran last friggin'.
Oh my god! Oh yeah, and they ran friggin' ran Usain Bolt style, buddy. They didn't leave. They left everyone in the dust. But not to say the least, I think this anime has potential, and I hope it lives up to it because. Again, like the first 2 episodes were great. Like it was a good opener. Like it gave us a lot of questions, like you guys are saying. We saw like a little bit character development already between the first 2 episodes, and that's usually a good like telling of like how it's gonna pan out. But like again, we don't know. We're just viewers, so it could go downhill. None of us have watched the manga, I'm assuming. Or to watch them. Yeah, none of us have, definitely.
It's not.
Read.
It's not.
No.
But
it's original. I think it's an original thing.
I was going to say, because I tried searching for it, and I'm like, I don't
think it exists.
I don't really know if it exists. I tried. I think someone's drawing it as the episodes come out. I think that's what I saw. I'm like, what a weirdo.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. I think it's literally like the studio said, we're going to make this an anime. Like, we're not worried about the manga part of it.
Maybe read the script, and then they're like, yeah, this is good.
Yeah.
Okay.
Which is happening more and more often, which is kind of exciting, to be honest.
They did that with ReZero, too, I think.
Yeah. Oh, is it? It's a light novel?
Yeah. But they started, like, drawing the manga, like, after the episodes were released, so
that's crazy.
Or during.
Yeah.
That's weird.
Yeah. The one that we were talking about before the episode started, Solo Leveling, is like that too. It's a light novel that's finished, and then Webtoon is
I used to
mangifying it or comicifying it, and then the hope by all the fans is that it eventually get picked up by top class studio.
You know what? I used to have this app on my phone where you could like read these light novels, and they're by like regular people like us that just have some talent when it comes to drawing and has really good like creative minds. Yeah. And I had it, and I was like, Solo Leveling's like top every single time. And there was another one. I think it was Tower of God, also under it. And I was like, oh, and then a couple months later, I'm like, oh, they're like Tower God is becoming anime. I'm like, wait, that's not even a manga. It's like it's straight up someone. That means like the studio went up to that, like messaged that person somehow and was like, listen, we like your story. Like, do you want to cut? Like, imagine like the feeling of having like a studio be like, yeah, I like your story. You want to animate it?
Yeah.
Like, here's your percentage or
because it's like. Is that what Webtoon is? Because like
I think that's what it is. Webtoons, yeah, I think that's what it is.
Is that what it is? It's just because like at the end they'll be like
it's Webtoons.
oh we're just bored college students, and then they even have like friggin' call outs like they need a Korean translator, a Japanese translator, and stuff like they're just like they're doing it like it's a passion project because like the novel's done. Right, and they just try to animate it and comicify it or whatever.
I think that's exactly it.
It's really, really well done. Yeah. Like the drawings and all that stuff.
I heard, like I saw a couple just panels. I was like, holy crap, this is crazy, and it's colored, right?
Yeah,
they're doing it in color, like which is like whoa, like that's so crazy. That's even more time.
It's crazy.
And yeah, if you have that time and it's that good, then there you go.
They're doing well, bro. They're doing well. Good. Anyways, yeah.
Next, what's
all
next?
All right. Oh, the next one. This is slowly. I think this could be like a top 10 at least anime, for me, just because of like it's kind of like weird and some philosophy involved. Is To Your Eternity, episode 2. If
you said Shaman King, I'd be like, what the hell are you talking about?
Yeah, I'm a shaman now, Alan. Took the oath.
It's good though. But I'm like, wait, top 10. Wow, that's already
top 10 anime of all time, guys. Top 10 anime of all time.
Oh my god, I agree. I do believe this story is going to be crazy. Because and someone said, and what Andre was saying before, how Wit picked up Vivy, who's saying whatever whoever's saying the intro to what do you call it, Demon Slayer. Mm-hmm. Usually does not pick up like anime stuff. She's actually just an artist, but they contacted her for To Your Eternity, and she read the script actually, and she was like, "Yeah, I'll do the intro. I'll do every single intro that you want."
Damn.
And everyone was saying like, "Oh my god, if she really likes it, it's and like Sean says, it could be top 10, because it has the philosophy behind it." But I agree. What do you guys think? I was gonna say,
odd, isn't it?
It's freaking
the intro
weird.
Is so weird,
but I like it. Like it's weird, but I like it.
I know.
I wasn't here again for this because
give me. Let's get your thoughts.
You can talk about the first episode.
I'll give you my thoughts. So, first episode, I was like, yo. A great animation, all that stuff. I was like, this is great. Not expecting what was about to come, but I'm like, oh, look, the boy is so happy. He's got so much potential in him. And he's like, yeah, I need to get there. He was seeing the rocks on the ground. They're pointing up. He was happy. And then he sees one. Or did he fall first? I think he fell into the water first. No.
Yeah.
Falls into the water, and I'm like, he fell. He gets up, and the guy's legs cut. I'm like, or like really damaged or whatever. I'm like, buddy, you have no one around you, and you have like in that moment I was like, there's a wolf beside you, your leg's gone, your leg's gonna be torn off because he's gonna eat it. But of course they didn't. But I was like, oh my god. And then it set in because he started limping. I was like, holy crap, he's gonna like die of a disease. But I'm like, no, the guy, the wolf beside him can probably heal him or something. That's what
I was thinking that too. Yeah.
I was like, oh, the wolf now knows life, and he will try and heal the boy because he sees his aspirations. Mm-hmm. Anyway, doesn't. For the time being, the boy keeps walking. Then he sees a lot of stones. I was like, very nice. And I'm like, as soon as he got to one, I was like, oh my god, it's a grave. It's like it's graveyards. I was like, holy shit, here we go. So the boy turns back. I'm like, all right, whatever. He hit a roadblock. It's fine. I honestly did not expect him to die first episode. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. He sits in that chair. That scene, I swear to God, I rewatched it 3 times. So I was like, you can, the way they put it, very low to the ground, right to the wall that he wanted to see everyone and remember by. He's not gonna remember them now. He's not gonna remember them now. You know why? Because he's fucking dead. I was so pissed. But anyway, wolf becomes man. I was like, whoa, that was cool. I was like, that's very nice. That's pretty much my take on the first episode. I was like, holy shit, this is gonna be so good. And then second episode came around, and we met March. That's her name.
Yeah.
Little girl that gets a thing. How do you like her so far? I feel like her character's awesome. It's a great character.
She's a very spirited young child. Her design is kind of funny, so like I'm always kind of like looking at her weird whenever she's on screen. But I mean, kids are weird, so Yeah, she's funny. It's funny that she got her wish to be a mother, kind of.
Yeah, literally. She's taking care of like this random thing.
I know, and honestly, like him slapping the fruits out of her hand, like killed me every time.
Yeah, I was like, wait, why are you so mean? And then
I'm like, okay, why isn't he learning, and why isn't she learning? Like, stay in the damn tree and eat your damn fruit. Stop bringing it down to him. He's gonna just slap it out of your hand again.
Yeah, why is she? Yeah, why isn't she just learning that? Just feed him. But I was like, just kept like. And then just like ran to it. I was like, what the hell?
And
you freaking cried, bro, in the middle. And he gave no shit.
He clearly hasn't learned empathy yet. And do his eyes change color when he was full? Is that what that represented? I wasn't sure.
I was gonna ask you guys that. No. I don't know if that means he learned something. Like but like he's like evolving. Like he's like, oh, I learned something. I have to eat or something like that. But yeah, it could be that. It could be that he was full and he understood, because what did they say like his being is? He's literally there to learn like stimulation, right? Stimulation, all that. So when he's a rock, he really didn't feel anything until something died on him, and then he's like, "Ooh, I'm a wolf now." And then he's like, "Okay, I gotta go find out how to eat this and that and the other." And he was taught. And then though we didn't see the wolf eyes change though, so I don't know, like, because the wolf ate, but it didn't really show the eyes.
Yeah, that's true.
Right. So I don't know. That's why I thought. I don't think it means that he's full. It could. I just don't know. I thought that it meant like he learned a new stimuli. Stimulation. Yeah, stimulation. I think stimulus. That's like plural.
Stimulus.
Yeah, stimulus. He learned a new thing. What was I gonna say? I was gonna ask you guys. I found it really funny when it's like, the thing died 6 times on the way.
I know. Travels. Just constantly shitting himself too.
He's just like laying there. I was like, okay, that's kind of funny. How crazy was the animation when she rolls down the hill? Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. When she rolls down the hill and he's like a zombie. That's what I think he is, I guess. And you see the muscle fibers come up. You see the bones.
So cool.
I loved it. I was like, oh my god. You know what it reminded me of? Honestly, Attack on Titan when they become Titans.
Yeah.
And
it was
like
like
muscle fibers. I was like, damn, that was sick.
I love how whatever was eating him just like gave up on him too. He's just like,
he's like, this guy, man. He keeps regenerating.
Right?
Yeah. Or he's like full. He's like, okay, I'll find him later.
Yeah, maybe. It's probably the best thing you could eat. He just keeps growing back.
Literally.
Yo, he's literally unlimited food. I just took that in, bro.
He ends world hunger.
That's it. Oh my god.
Oh my god. But going back to what you said about last week, you were saying that it kind of looks like it's gonna be like one story per episode, or like every couple episodes gonna be one story. After watching the opening, it kind of hinted that there's gonna be some overarching antagonist, maybe, based on what it looked like. That's what it looked like in the opening. I don't know for sure, obviously, but what do you think about that? About the possibility of there being like an actual antagonist somehow, which I'm assuming maybe it's another being from his world or something. But maybe it's not. Maybe it's just a human.
I'm not even sure how that would play into it. Like maybe he made another orb that he threw in. And he's like, "You're the bad one."
Maybe.
I'm not really sure.
Clash.
But they said he's an alien, right? He's basically just an alien who floated down. So like, there's a possibility there could be more.
Maybe it's just something that they threw in that he could change into eventually. Because they're kind of throwing things in where you're like, oh, is he going to become this thing next? Is he going to become like the little girl next? Maybe.
No. But how? Sorry, but like he's human, right? There's no step up from that. Technically, if his goal is intelligence, there's no step.
Well,
up
as long as he receives stimulation, whether it's, I think it could be like on an emotional level as well as intelligence. So I think he could still change into the same things with the same species, as long as they stimulate him.
Is it like, so he doesn't have a choice though? Like it's kind of like, if it happens, it happens. Yeah. It's not necessarily him choosing for it.
Basically,
I was gonna say, how does he change? Because we've only seen him change to things that have died around.
Yeah,
him.
That's true too.
Because like a rock is like an object that can't really think. Obviously, has no conscience. But like when the wolf dies, it dies on him. How does the being know when to change into something? Like for example, like when he was a rock, why didn't rain was hitting him, but like why wouldn't you turn into rain or water then? Because like isn't that a stimulus? Like being hit by water, I would assume is stimulus. But
rocks don't have nerves though.
Oh yeah. He can't feel the rain, but he feels a wolf dying on him. And he's like, yeah, you know what? I'm gonna go turn into a wolf now.
What my understanding was, this is why I questioned the humanity part, is that it's evolving, right? So like it's doing like step by step up into a certain point. It's not right? Like if it's a rock, it's not gonna turn into rain because the rain isn't any better than a rock. It's still mindless and doesn't have anything.
Yeah, that's true.
That's good. So wait, would you think like it has to like when it changes, it wants to go into like I guess a more vast conscience. Like a wolf has conscience, but it doesn't have like all the things that our brain has, of course. Like, it has the empathy. Maybe it has all that, but you know what I mean. Like now a human has like all that. It can speak. It can have relationships. It can do like whatever. So okay, I guess that makes sense.
I guess he has to acquire something. That's the big thing. And he also, one thing we're missing is that in between the rock and the wolf, it actually turned into fungus. I think that was the second step. Because fungus grew on the rock.
I did miss that.
Yeah.
100% I missed that. I didn't even know I was fungus. What a weirdo.
Yeah. Okay. So then, but what I find interesting is like, it has to learn still. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Like, because like at the beginning, it was saying it went from a rock to a fungus, I guess, to a wolf. And then it didn't know how to be a wolf at first. And then it learned how to be a wolf. And now it's a human, but like a human so much more complex. So it's taking it so much longer. Yeah. Because for some reason, I just like expected it to know how to talk, know how to be basically human from watching the human be human, right? But like it still acts like a wolf because I guess that's where its mind is. Yeah. So I'm assuming it's going to take time for it to learn language. It has to learn language the same way as a baby has to learn language. Basically. That's true.
Well, that makes sense. You know why? Because like you guys are saying, when it was a wolf, it never had to look for food because the boy, I don't know his name, but the boy would always find food for him, throw it on the ground like he's used to, and eat it. So when he literally starved 6 times or whatever, and the girl had food in her hand, he's like, nah, I want it on the ground because that's how I know how to eat it or something like that. Yeah. I thought, going back to Andre's thing, like I thought when his eyes changed and what Sean was saying, I thought he was going to start talking. Like, I learned something and I'm going to start talking, and it didn't. So I think he just learned how to maybe find food or know that the body needs food. Yeah. It's kind of weird that he resets himself though. Like you're saying, Andre, like to go from a wolf that probably had a good smell, this, that, and the other, learn how to like walk with a human and like eat and all that, but like not know when he's a human to eat. It's like kind of weird. I don't know. It's kind of weird, but yeah, like it's cool. It's just to show that the being is literally like a sponge, just taking all the things around him and trying to learn from it. But yeah,
it's odd. I'm wondering if the whole eye thing is like kind of an indication that maybe he learned emotion kind of thing, like he learned his eyes changed in order to be in a form where he can express himself more.
That's funny. Smile, right?
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. And it's funny you mentioned that because Vivy kind of has the same kind of tick with her neck glowy thing. Like whenever she's feeling emotion, I assume, or like experience something emotional, her neck circle always glows, like, or changes color. Like,
I did not even know.
Really?
Wasn't it red when she was angry or something like that?
Yeah, I think it changes in response to those kind of things.
Red, and then
Okay, I'm gonna keep an eye out for that from now on. I did not even notice.
So now we have the wolf boy doing the same kind of thing with his eyes, where
cool.
So we think.
Do you guys know who animated the To Your Eternity?
I actually don't.
I don't know.
It's great though. I love it. It's beautiful.
Mm-hmm. That's what I mean. Like the whole muscle fiber and the bone like thing really took me away. I was like, oh my god. Like, yes, I've seen it 8 or whatever, how many 67, 69 times, I guess. But it's like this one was really cool because it really zoomed in on like what they were doing.
I am happy though that this episode was very chill.
Yeah, it was chill, right?
Comparison on the emotional spectrum, right? Because like after that first episode, I was like, is this how it's gonna be like throughout? Like this is gonna be all friggin' Wonder Egg all over again, bro.
Don't worry, Andre. The girl will die next episode, and you'll feel back to your depressed state once more.
Oh my god!
It's just a little break from that.
Because the bear is gonna. I'm assuming the god bear thing that they worship is gonna show up next episode.
Yeah, most likely.
Is what, right?
I'm scared.
So like that was actually interesting to figure out that the bear that just decided to eat him one day was actually this overlord god thing that this whole village actually ends up worshiping, right?
Well,
and like sacrifices their kids to.
It's probably full now, man. It's just gonna be like, I don't want your damn kids no more. I got this guy who regenerates infinitely.
Oh my god!
And also, you're telling me the only women in that whole village who haven't had sex are 4 years old, bro?
What?
Yeah, because they have to. It said they have to offer up an untainted woman.
Yeah.
That's what they said, which means it's a virgin woman. There's only 3 of them, and they're all freaking like toddlers.
Yeah.
One's a straight up baby. Okay.
Yeah.
One's a straight up baby. So that's so weird.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So does that mean, like, remember when there's that girl at the beginning?
Yeah.
And then she didn't have the paint on? So does that mean, like, once you lose your virginity,
I didn't think about that.
Paint washes off?
She was so young, though. I didn't think.
That's what I'm saying, bro.
I just thought, like, innocence of mind, literally, Andre, is what I thought. But I mean, that makes sense because that's what they used to do in the old days, right? They used to, like, sacrifice.
I thought the grandma was just like, oh, you're a teenager now, so you're basically a woman. And now you're.
I guess not.
Yeah, what?
Thanks, Andre. Thanks.
Yeah, way to go, Andre. Anyway, can't find out who animated it, but the next episode is we should be in for a treat because it's named A Small Evolution.
Ooh.
Yeah, that's episode 3.
Maybe he'll get to talk.
Maybe he'll turn into her.
Maybe.
Why though? Why do you keep saying? What benefit does that serve him?
Turn into the little girl?
Yeah,
girl,
a small evolution, Andre.
But she would have to die for that to happen.
That's what I'm saying.
Okay, all right, I get it, Sean just wants everyone to die today. Oh my god.
I'm just so used to it.
I guess.
Gets.
John just wants to feel the pain, man. He wants pain.
Wants the world to burn, man. You just want the world to burn.
Okay, maybe a little.
All right, that's all right. What do you guys expect from this? I know you guys said top, but what do you want to happen? What do you want to see at the end? I know I keep asking this question today because I keep thinking about it. But like, yeah, what do you guys feel like would be the end of this? Like
I just want
he reaches like God mode or something. I don't know. Kirito dual blade. What are you thinking?
I basically just want to feel things. I want some emotional like developments. Experience new heights in terms of
Have you watched Your Lie in April yet? Hold on. Have you watched Your Lie in
April?
No. Please go watch it because you'll love it. I'm
scared.
telling you.
I know
Don't be scared. It's just pain.
No.
It's just straight pain.
That's the next.
Okay.
Watch it. 22 episodes. Can you watch 22 episodes in a week?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, but
next week we'll talk
can
about
you
it.
feel
I'm giving you a
22
deadline.
episodes in a week?
All right. Your Lie in April and Neverland.
Don't even worry about
Promise
it.
Neverland
Lie in
season 2.
April first. Promise Neverland
God.
season 2.
Sean, let me wrap you up with what happens in season 2. I'm not gonna say anything. No, I'm not gonna say anything. They averaged, I think, 140 chapters in how long was the anime, Andre? Like 12 episodes?
12.
Jesus.
140 chapters in 12 episodes.
Really?
Yep.
Now I'm more interested.
I'm gonna warn you now. Especially the last episode, there's gonna be a whole lot of things that don't make any sense.
Probably because
I didn't read
chapters,
and I didn't read the manga, and I was like, I don't know what that is, but okay. It's all I can say.
Great.
You're good, fine. You're fine.
But because I didn't read the manga, I do feel the rushness of it, but I don't hate it as much as obviously all.
Yeah.
Hold on, Sean. One of our viewers has said, "Why hasn't he watched it? I was scared, but accepted it. Oh God." Okay, you have to watch Your Lie in April.
God, it's scaring me even more.
No, don't worry. Just watch it.
All right. Sorry, viewer. I will watch it.
Yeah. You
I will get right on that. My apologies.
Yeah. They downloaded our podcast 50 times, right? You better say sorry to them. Okay, all right. Anything else to wrap this guy up, or what do you guys think? I'm just excited for it, honestly.
Yeah, me too. I just feel like it's something new.
I think it's gonna get a lot more complex than it is right now.
Definitely.
I think it's gonna start like right now. It seems like it's just about this random alien creature that's gonna slowly evolve and learn and become more and more intelligent. But I think it's gonna get much more interesting.
Do you think it's gonna have to start fighting, like actual hand-to-hand combat? Okay, and then do you think because of its nature, its brain, when it has to make a morally weird gray choice, it's gonna self-destruct or something? Because that's what I want to see. Like I want to see it like it has to kill, because like it's probably gonna learn, killing's bad, bad. But then when let's say the little girl, if she doesn't die next episode, ends up in danger, like it has to kill, and then it's gonna have to choose, and then his eyes do the thing.
I think it's gonna have to, right?
Yeah.
I think it's gonna because it got murked 6 times on a friggin' journey. Like at some point, it has to learn how to survive.
At some point, it's just like, God damn,
it has to learn how to protect
dying.
itself. Exactly. Like it has to learn how to protect itself. It has to learn how to hunt, how to eat.
Yeah, but that's the problem with these type of that's the problem with these type of like beings though. Like because there's no repercussion for dying, they don't really care, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, exactly.
And the thing is though, it's already witnessed a wolf die and a boy die. Do you think but it hasn't really learned from it because he kind of was like, all right, he's dead. See you later.
I don't know. Like it did seem like it had some some feeling when he died, especially when the boy died.
Yeah,
right? It did seem like a thing. So I feel like, especially since like this girl, like it became a food source. Because I mean, like essentially with dogs in real life, like once they learn that they can get constant food from you, is when they start to like, oh, this guy's actually a good dude, right?
Mama.
I can get food from this person.
True.
So like I feel like in that sense,
yeah,
like he's basically gonna be like a dog to her, and then if he can do something to prevent her from getting hurt like his previous owner did, because I really do believe that he's carried that and he's like, I don't want that to happen again.
Okay,
I believe that too.
So like he's gonna have to figure something out in order to get shit done.
And in the first episode too, like he made a pretty bold statement as the wolf when he got to the guy's place. He's like, he feels the warmness of the fire and whatever he felt from the boy, and he's like, he just wants to stay there forever, you know. And it's like, damn, that's a pretty bold statement, you know. That's a pretty strong emotional attachment that it has. So that supports even more what you guys are saying about maybe she'll protect her next time if something bad comes across her, because now she's basically his source of food.
Sean just wants her to die next episode. That's all Sean wants.
She wants to feel, bro. Your boss has made you know.
It will help him evolve.
Your boss is broken.
No.
That's funny though. I mean, it would be cool like to see. If she has to die, it'd be cool, obviously. But if she has to die and he has a different expression when it comes to it, and like
you'll be happy.
like, you know, like I'll be happy. Yeah. Because like we've already seen 2 like pretty sad deaths. Even that wolf dying made me like, oh, here we go already. But like even the boy, like holy smokes, like that was crazy.
Honestly, the first time I felt is I posted the picture on our like Insta, but like that one when they're in the snow and he's like, "I'm sorry, I didn't consider you this whole time," and he hugged the wolf in like the blizzard. I was like, "Oh."
Yeah, you're like, "Uh-oh." The heart went, and then you're like, "Uh-oh."
Yeah, exactly.
I also love how the boy was so optimistic about his situation that the dog literally talked to him. Like said like, see? And he's just like, oh, that's cool. Didn't even question it. He's just like,
Huh, cool. I am crazy.
I honestly was about to like, I was prepared for you to just say like you loved watching his dreams slowly die.
So was I.
Okay. Getting, like slowly less. Yo, that episode felt so long. Yeah. I've never watched a man walk through the blizzard and like see a smile slowly fade like that.
It was pure suffering
in an episode.
Yeah, they did what Attack on Titan did in 4 seasons in 1 episode. Made a boy go from a smiley guy to a just pure no hope type person. I know, you're right. It's rough though. Like I again, this one has a lot of potential, super lot of potential. Mm-hmm. I hope they don't like skip anything. I hope they just, you know, I hate how money is a thing in our world, and I hate how like time is a thing in our world, right?
Yeah.
So it kind of sucks, but I hopefully like, you know, they compromise properly. They do what they have to do, because this could be what Sean was saying when we started, top tier, like legit top tier. Because it has the philosophy, it has the characters, it has the build up, it has the first episode where someone dies. Like Demon Slayer.
And it has the freedom. It can literally go anywhere at this point.
There's so much possibility.
You know what I mean? Like there could be magic and we just don't know. There could be aliens and we don't know. Yeah. You know, like it could literally go anywhere at this point. It's not so far in the first 2 episodes, it hasn't limited itself, because usually in these anime it'll be like, oh, the world is such and such, governed by such and such, and then you know exactly what to expect. This is literally left it wide open. Like anything can happen at this point, right? So I'm excited.
True.
I'm excited for it to keep going. Because, like, what if there's cities? There could be cities here. Like, we don't know if it's, like, an olden time where, like, everybody is as primitive as this tribe is, right? Or if it's just that they're in a remote location where they are like this.
Could be.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
You don't know.
Mm-hmm. I don't know. It's gonna be good, and we're gonna definitely talk about this one.
Yeah,
I feel
for sure.
Exactly.
Because the philosophy, we're all philosophical. Like we're like Socrates, Galileo. Andre's just Andre, but it is what it is.
Exactly. I agree.
Okay.
And Sean, mark down 50 minutes and 30 seconds.
Again, Andre?
I'm going to go to the washroom.
Oh, my God.
I'm on time.
Oh, okay.
That was pretty good. I don't know. Honestly, I have no idea. Honestly, Zoom is friggin' laggy as shit is what I've realized.
That is true, too.
And there's nothing I can do about
Thanks,
it.
guys.
So,
Thanks for giving me some credit.
welcome back.
Yep. All right, back.
Welcome back. I had a break, and it's only ever me that needs a break. And you know what? It's kind of starting to hurt me emotionally.
Yeah, I just put a hole in my chair and just go. Like, I don't know why you don't. If I'm really silent, it's just know what's happening, all right?
I have a huge bladder, so I go pee like twice a day.
You also eat once a week, so I don't trust you with like anything, bro. Okay.
Wow, we really just. Sean said one thing. That's all he said. Then Achi just went gun to the head.
I gotta outline these abs, Andre.
That's right. God.
Yeah, lucky you. Lucky you.
All right, where were we?
Okay, we're not all blessed with your genes. We're about to move on to Shaman King. No one answered my question from last week. I asked Shaman King or Shaman Trash.
Ooh.
No one.
Alan's getting slightly offended right now.
Why am I getting slightly offended? Oh, is that my fault?
No, it's because we talked shit about Shaman King like the entire session last week.
Oh, that's fine. I don't really care. I can talk shit about it.
Come on, be offended. It's more entertaining.
Oh, it's my favorite. Honestly, okay. Wait, why do you guys think it's
No,
bad?
what are your
angry?
No, I want to hear your honest thoughts, and then we'll kind of go over the conversation we had.
Because I watched it like when I was so young, I'm not gonna even like. I'm just gonna say it as like someone that just started it, like the new one. So it starts off. You're like, okay, like there's a kid. He has a ghost, and we talk about his friend, and I'm like, oh, cool. And then the next episode, which is this episode, a little fight scene. Oh no! Wait, was that the same episode? No,
there's
right.
three episodes
right?
now.
So that was the first scene. The first episode, we just find out about like a little backstory. Second episode, we're like, ooh, powers. But like, honestly, it didn't feel as like it felt really similar to the old one.
Yeah,
if I will say that, because like they didn't. It's like straight up. Oh, we're gonna fight, and then they just do one slide of them like going at each other, and then you just little blood splat, and then we're good. So I would say shaman shit. What was it? Shaman trash?
Shaman trash.
Okay. I will go with shaman shit just for now because it's like all you did was essentially what I do when I draw something. I just take the original, I take see-through paper, and then I just draw over it. Mm-hmm. Like that's what I would say. But honestly, it's Shaman King. Like that's what it was, right? It was just like it's all about learning the ghosts' lives and all that. Like we saw from the previous episode. It's not really about the crazy action. It's like power-ups and all that. It's just about why are we exercising this guy, or why are we doing this to this person? So I will say, I mean, it is what it is, but it won't compare to anything like crazy. Yeah,
that's what. Okay, so that's basically what the main gripe was, I think, from last week. I think because we were talking about how maybe we were spoiled with like the recent anime and animation studios spending millions of dollars on these greatly animated fights, and then I have to sit and watch friggin' I'm gonna kill you. This scene change. I lost. That's it, right? Like that kind
basically.
of shit.
And then it just gets all fuzzy. Yeah, that's what I was thinking too.
Yeah, basically that, right? But that being said, I will say this third episode was actually a lot better than the other.
A little more juicy.
Like they actually had they actually moved, right? They actually did this. You know what I mean? It wasn't just. It didn't look like a manga. It looked like there was actually movement happening. Is what
actual
I'm saying,
animation,
right?
What I think why it was kind of weird the first like 2 episodes is because they're doing the thing where they're like they have to accommodate for the people that don't know, but they also have to accommodate for the people that know. So you can't do the whole backstory that they did with the original. Let's say. You literally have to like do a little bit backstory for the people that don't know, but like you have to get right into it. So like that's why I feel like the third episode, we were like ooh, because like the second episode we were introduced to Anna, I think her name is the guy's like fiance or whatever. I don't know, whatever.
Yeah.
So like I feel like because we met his friend Manta or whatever, and then we met Yo. Obviously, the Yo is the main character, and then they're like, oh wait, there's another main character we have to show. It was just the girl. So they did that in the second episode. Third episode, we get to see what they did or what she does, because we already know what he does, right? And I think after now, I think it's gonna get better.
Yeah.
Do you guys know if it's going to be original or if it's going to be like just straight rework?
It's basically the Brotherhood of Shaman.
Yeah, so it's based off the finished manga.
So here we go. Yeah. Here we go. Brotherhood and the whatever regular Full Metal is essentially, they started off kind of almost the same, and then they diverted at one episode. I think it was episode like 12 or 13. I can't remember. Hopefully that happens with this, because like that fight scene with I believe, what's his name, Pyro or Pyro,
right?
The demon.
Oh, sorry.
the kung fu guy, right?
What the fuck? Yeah, and his the master that he was possessed by. That was kind of sick.
Yeah.
I actually kind of like that. The dodging, and then you got but you had the power up and the double shotgun to the chest. I was like, okay. But like again, I watched Dragon Ball Z, so that's nothing. Like, that is actually nothing. I like the choreography with that. Hopefully it does, expand and do what Andre was doing. It climbs up a little more with the plot and all that. Yeah, I don't know. That's gonna be. I'm gonna make that a GIF.
But that's what I'm saying. I've never watched the original one. Like we were talking about this last week, how I used to have soccer practice on friggin' Saturday mornings, so I couldn't watch it. And this is gonna be my first time experiencing it, and it just feels, so far, it feels like an anime that would come on then, and it's something that I would have never even considered. But then, cause all those anime where they're like show themselves and then the screen will go black and it'll just do like one like line across the screen, and then they appear behind the person and then the person's just like right, and then like I always thought, I was like, oh, anime people are sick, but that's not it. They just can't animate it all. They don't have enough money or time to animate the actual attacks. That's why they do it like that.
Yeah, I know, right? Yeah, that's true.
But like back then, I would have never even considered that that's what the reason was. But now I know things, and that's why it makes it kind of a little more difficult to watch.
Yeah,
right?
when you have like more knowledge of the production, you're always kind of analyzing it. Even more so.
Like to overanalyze.
Yeah. It's the same with music. Really anything you're good at or knowing things about.
But
you just analyze it to hell.
We're so much older now than we were when we were younger, so like our knowledge has greatly expanded. And again, like you guys are saying, we've been blessed with all these crazy like plots in anime and crazy animation. Like Demon Slayer doesn't have the greatest plot, right? As of now, because I didn't read the manga. Yeah. But the animation, like you can't compare that. Like it's actually crazy.
For sure.
Same thing with ReZero, right, Andre? Same company, UFO No or whatever it's called.
Ufotable.
Yeah, whatever. Same thing. I actually watched like this little clip of like the ReZero, and I was
have you seen,
oh my god, this is crazy. Like it's so good.
Have you seen the Fate series? Like Fate Zero, Fate Stay Night?
I think I've seen one or the other. I can't remember now though.
That is probably the pinnacle of what animation is.
Right. Like that, and that's
like story wise, it's like whatever. But like I mean, like if just pure animation, like that's like
it's like it's just eye candy, right? Like you just like, oh, I want to see what's gonna happen.
Yeah,
like all the little ching, and then like the spinny,
the colors too in it.
The colors, you see like
amazing.
Green fly out of somewhere. You've never seen green in your life in this anime. Like what the hell's going on? Or even like the shapes of the like when they're fighting, like their body movements and all that, like the choreography with that. We've seen that, and then we have to watch not we have to, but like we're watching Shaman King now. We're like, okay, like okay.
Yeah.
So I feel like it's not going to change. I hope they do something with the plot, I guess. Whether it be like, I mean, again, Sean loves sacrificial stuff, so maybe like we saw a little bit a glimpse of like how what's his name, Amitamaru, like what is his name, Amitamaru.
Yeah.
Yeah, we saw him like a little friendship bond there where he's like, no, if like, I'm not gonna just run away and blah blah blah. I'm gonna fight for you and all that. That's cool.
Yeah.
Again, they just have to make us like the characters. Like that's all they have to do, and then like we're kind of in. But I mean,
honestly, if the animation remains at like third episode level for majority of it,
it'll be fine. Yeah.
Like that'll be fine. It's just. Again, like I don't hear many complaints about the story itself because it's done and people know it. And then the only reason people are excited are because of the story. Right. So I'm assuming it's decent enough to draw like a regular crowd, right?
Yeah.
And like Sean's read it, so like
Yeah,
you
I
should
know.
know that it's decent enough.
Yeah,
right?
yeah, it's decent. One question I had though is, where did the original anime end? At what point? Do you guys remember?
Episode 64.
I never saw it. I don't know.
I don't know. All I know is episode 64.
I didn't watch it,
Okay.
so I don't know. I remember that it was very early.
Okay.
That they diverted.
Yeah. Oh, it was early, eh? Okay, because I'm trying to remember how much
Wait,
they're going to
they
change.
diverted from the anime?
Yeah.
Manga?
The original one, yeah,
Yo,
it's completely
so
different.
they're gonna go with the manga, right? It's better.
This one is amazing. That's what I was saying. Like, did you watch the OG Full Metal, like Alchemist?
Yes, where the homunculi were actually their family members that they try to bring back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then it ended because they were in different dimensions.
Right, one was in fucking our world, the other one was over there trying to build a rocket ship to go to Mars or something like that. I was so pissed. Well, I watched it first, so I wasn't pissed. But then I watched Brotherhood, I'm like, they are so dog shit. Whoever thought of the other one,
right?
Like they're just completely dog shit.
And Envy was like Ed's like brother or something.
Yeah,
It was like, what? What the hell's going on here?
What are you talking?
All I remember is like at the scene. What was the girl's name? Rose. I think her name was Rose or something. The one that's in the desert place at the beginning.
Yeah.
Like at the end, she's like singing this song and she's like dancing in the fucking thing. All I remember is that song was fire. That's all I remember.
True. Yeah. Oh, I totally forgot about the whole thing about there. Like when she was in that priest town, right, where the priest was actually messed up. Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah, and like I was watching Brotherhood later, and I was like expecting Rose to be such important because I watched the original first, and then she was just never mentioned again. I was like, oh, they just made her important. For
They even had a movie based off of the original anime, like after. What happens after?
What was
I
something of Shambhala?
Yeah, I never
or
watched
something.
it.
Inshallah, yeah, whatever.
I never watched it either.
I'm not bothering that. I couldn't give two shits.
Brotherhood is the greatest anime of all time. I don't
more?
have time for that.
Like I said, I don't know how Attack on Titan.
Did you say not anymore?
Who, me?
Is that what
No,
you
I
just
said not anymore. Or you don't have time for that nonsense anymore.
Oh, I thought you said Brotherhood wasn't the greatest anime anymore.
Wow.
I was about to say,
oh, Attack on Titan in that first place. Let's go, baby.
No. Okay.
Anyway, yeah, Shaman King, great. It's good. It's a little, it is what it is. I feel like it's nostalgic for the people who watched it or know about it. My knowledge of it isn't too vast, so I like it. Like I like the idea. She can summon. The girl can summon. What was it? She can make him get possessed by different spirits.
Because she can summon spirits.
He can control them,
and he gets possessed by spirits. Right. So I guess that's actually pretty good.
That's
like
a sick combo. Like, it's actually a sick combo.
It's funny because
butter and ketchup.
Ew.
I love doing that to Sean. He's always gonna say yes, and then he's like, "Oh wait, what the fuck?" Sorry, what were you gonna say?
I was gonna say I actually I own 2 volumes of Shaman King, and they're just random, cool. Like 17 and 18 or something, because the volumes cover the backstory of how Yo met Anna, and I was like, oh, it's such a good story, such a good meet cute,
Yeah, cool.
So
does it go deeper than the anime?
Oh yeah,
because the anime is just like, oh, we're a family of shamans. They're a family of shamans.
Yeah, literally.
Marry each other.
Oh yeah,
that was it.
It goes through the whole thing, and it was my favorite like part of Shaman King. So I just bought those 2 volumes because I was like, yeah, I'll support
cool.
this.
It could, maybe it could go deeper into I guess the backstory later, depending on what happens.
Never known.
I mean, they have 52 episodes. Like, how long is the manga? Like, does it need that many?
52 is probably, actually, yeah. I feel like it's not that long in manga.
No, they're gonna throw some fillers.
Yeah.
They have to. Like,
really? Come on, no fillers.
Why would
I don't know.
There's the anime's done. The only reason, I mean, not the anime, the manga's done. Fillers exists to allow the manga to gain some distance, right? That's the whole purpose of fillers.
I don't mind fillers. I know you hate them, Andre, but I don't mind them at all.
I don't mind. Listen, I didn't. Let me not say this. I didn't mind them before. Now, with like as you age, the time you have for these things becomes reduced.
Like, you don't understand if Attack
like I need things to start to get to the point.
If Attack on Titan had a full Titan soccer match, I would have loved it.
I would have watched that.
Yo, I would have watched that too.
See what I mean? But I don't mind.
No. I listen. Okay, fine. Let me rephrase that. 1 or 2 filler episodes is fine.
Right.
But like Bleach, One Piece, they have whole
arcs.
friggin' month-long filler arcs.
You gotta appreciate
I don't
it,
have time for that.
You do.
Okay?
You do have time.
That's what I'm
you
saying.
Do have time.
I appreciate the
right?
beach episodes, Alan, but that's basically
Every anime needs a beach episode.
I just want
That's all that
soccer
matters.
matches. I just want soccer matches. I want tennis matches. I don't care.
Okay.
I want to see like Jujutsu with the
baseball matches.
God damn.
Okay.
That was good.
The most filler I can tolerate is those endings in Jujutsu Kaisen where they have this little like scripts, you know?
Yeah, little
Those
scripts.
little
skits,
skits
sorry.
things at the end.
Even like Demon Slayer where they have like the little skits at the end too. It's like, oh, here's your whatever secret.
I skipped those.
That wasn't funny, Sean. You should watch them. Right?
Are they good? I get to those and I'm like, next episode.
You get to see little Tanjiro. You get to see little. You know what? Fuck you, Sean. All right. Fuck you, dude.
The only Jujutsu skits I watched was the freaking Gojo saving Megami from the woman asking him from directions. And it's only because the internet went on uproar about it. That's why. That's the only reason.
The worst, the best was just the TikTok one you sent of the girl watching it and just like dying.
Yeah, she's just laughing the whole time.
Killed me.
Oh my god. Okay, all guys, right. We are at an hour and let's say 5-ish minutes. Okay. So we have 2 places we can go.
Can I call it? Can I call it?
I'm gonna let you lead.
All right, I'm gonna call it. I'm gonna say Last of Us 2. We need to discuss this. We've been playing.
Is this how we're wrapping it up?
Yeah. We've been putting this off for far too long.
Hey, we'll see. We'll see how long this discussion lasts. Is it gonna be a discussion? I think it's fucking amazing. So is it a discussion?
Yes.
I think. Okay. Let me go first because you guys see, like, you both have played it, of course, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. So even one of our viewers just said Alan bought the game and didn't even play it.
Oh
and
no!
This is the reason
Alan.
why. I even have a clip of me when I stopped playing. But the thing is, I couldn't play it, but I wanted to watch it, so I did watch it. So
okay, that's fair.
Okay, but I will go back and play it maybe. But like,
you didn't play it?
Hold on a second.
You watched it.
I just said I watched it. That's the difference. Anyway, I have So when that scene, we can say because spoilers. Who gives a shit? When Joel dies. I stopped playing. To be honest.
No way.
Just because.
Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me right now?
I swear, I'm not even kidding. I have a clip. I'll send it to you after. I have a clip of when I stopped because I was like.
What do you mean? How was someone's death out of character?
Oh, I died.
Bro?
That's out of character for me.
Wait. Not that he died. It's why help a stranger. This guy, I played the full first game. Didn't want help from anyone.
Right. I agree with that part.
Okay, and like you don't understand. I was physically in like pain when I'm like, he's like, oh yeah, here's some help. I'm like, we don't know who she is. And I literally said, but even before like you could even watch. I'm like, she's probably there to kill you because of the doctors. I literally said that. I'm like, she's probably there, blah 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 blah. And guess what? Motherfucker gets like the kneecaps broken. He gets shot in the legs, and then anyway. But I get it. I have to play it to understand. I know, I understand. But when they made me play as her, when I went back and tried to play as her, I kept on jumping off the cliff. Because, like, there's no way I have to play this character. There's no way. But then I get it.
There are friggin' large chunks of the game where you have to play as Abby, bro.
I know. And the thing is, it's probably one of the greatest games because of that. And I can accept that. No. Well, in the eyes of like people who like Last of Us, like it was gonna start off at like I thought it was gonna be the worst game ever, like as a sequel. The worst sequel ever. I thought it was gonna be like dog shit. But then because of like backstories, you get the flashbacks, you get like her side. I'm like, oh okay. Still doesn't understand. Still don't get it, but sure.
No. I even after seeing all that, like it still wasn't enough for me to care. Like if Abby died, I would have been completely cool.
I would have killed her myself.
Like if Ellie had the chance to stab her in the neck, probably honestly
a lot of times.
Yeah, but okay, fine. If she was able to cut open her friggin' organs and like watch them fall out and watch her slowly die, is that better?
Yeah, good. I like that.
Okay, like
that's the ending I wanted.
I understand the whole thing. I understand they unleashed the transgender girl guy and then they unleashed the sister, and then they ran away from home because and then Abby had to protect them, and she's like, you know what, I'm gonna be a better person now because all these things are happening. Right. Oh no, this girl murdered all my friends, I have to go murder her now. And then Ellie's like, oh no, this girl murdered all my friends, I have to go murder her now. It was literally like friggin' Tag. Yeah, that's what it was. Abby found them, murdered Joel. Ellie found her, murdered all her friends. She found Ellie, murdered her next friend, and then Ellie found her again at the end. But I will say, that last friggin' hand-to-hand scene, like fight with Abby in the boat, was probably one of the greatest moments of like video games I've experienced in a long time. That was like, it was literally like playing a movie.
Yeah.
It was pretty ridiculous.
I liked it a lot too because like you're just exhausted by that point. You don't even feel good. You don't even feel good about killing her anymore. You're just like, let's just get this over with. God damn it. I'm tired. I want to go home to my lesbian girlfriend, and
Yeah, and you don't know what's gonna happen. You actually don't, because like things keep happening, and it, like, you actually don't know exactly where the fight is gonna land at that point because of the decisions that Naughty Dog made earlier. And like that one guy, they spent the whole friggin' game building this dude up, and he just gets knocked out by a stray bullet. Like this guy just gets murked by a stray bullet.
That's true, but that I don't know. They did again. I didn't play it, so like I had a different experience than you guys, of course. But I would say that like it's a good game, of course, but it just shows like life that they had to live in the apocalyptic world or whatever. And like Sean's saying, it's so drawn out by that time. You're like, oh my God. Yeah. But like, that's probably what Ellie was feeling. Cause like, oh my God. I killed this, like Sean, like Andre was saying, I killed this many people. She killed this. She did that. Like, oh my, like what are we really doing this for? Like why, why are we doing this? So like, I felt the same way. Like, I guess I'll play it again, whatever. Get over it, I guess. But
I feel like you should play it, cause from a gameplay standpoint, no one argues. Like, it's really...
Oh, it's great.
It's amazing.
Oh, it's great. And I know. And my manager, the guy's like, what, 37 or something, like 40 years old. He's like, oh, it's the greatest game in the world. And I was like, well, how? How can it be? Because at that time, I was like, no, I can't. And then he's like, no.
Just raging.
Play it. He's like,
but I mean, like...
He literally said the second half of the game was way better than the first.
What?
And I was like, oh, okay. He said that. The second half of the game was way better than the first. I was like, I don't know.
I'm going to tell you this. I will say... Like, the only thing holding it back from being a masterpiece for me is the Abby sections. Like, I really appreciate what they tried to do. They tried to make me care for her, but I couldn't. Like, her character is so...
But at the end of the day, Zeke should still die, is what you're saying. To sum it up.
I don't know, bro. Like, it just wasn't enough, because, like, the game starts, and I'm just this random woman. I don't know who this freaking woman is. And then I play. I'm like, is this the right game? Like, did they send me a bootleg? Like, what is this nonsense? You know what I mean? Right?
They send you The Last of You without the S. the Last of Us without the S.
Right? And then all this stuff happens, and then it leads up to the whole Joel scene. I'm like, you made me spend like 2 hours of my life playing as a woman who's just gonna murk the friggin' protagonist of the first game.
Literally.
Like, you made me spend 15 hours with this dude just to murk him in the first hour of the next game, bro.
It made me so mad that I was like, you know what, Abby? I'm gonna play the first game again, get to the doctor's room where your dad is, and just Molotov the shit out of him because I'm so angry at you right now. Like,
I'm gonna kill him more.
Oh, yeah, and for me, having to play as her for the second half, I had the same reaction as you guys. Like, I didn't want to be her, and I guess that's how they want you to make her. And I never felt better for her. She always pissed me off. I hated being her all the time, like the entire time.
And I was gonna say, it's so smart of them, because like they could have made you play Joel and then die by her. But you physically, technically killed Joel. Like, you, as a person, killed the guy you're literally playing the game for. Because even in the first game, when Joel got hurt and we had to play as Ellie, I'm like, I don't want to play Ellie. Like, I don't care. Like, I seriously, I swear to God, I was like, I don't, like, why? I want to play Joel.
Joel was your boy, eh?
Joel was my guy. And I was like, when I was Ellie, I'm like, you know what? I'll get over it because I'm saving Joel at this point. You know, I'm trying to help him. Okay, that was my silver lining. holy shit, this game starts. I'm this random ass, like Andre saying, I'm a random ass person, and then I killed the guy I'm literally trying to play the game for. Like, oh, here we go.
But at any point in the first game, did you think Joe was dead when you started as Ellie?
Yes.
Like he fell on the pole, and then now you're just Ellie.
I played it to confirm if he was dead. If he was not, I was about to whip my PS3 at the wall. I was about to whip that shit so hard you don't understand. Because it was probably one of the best games ever made, right? Like The Last of Us, it probably is. Mm-hmm. Like, I mean, when it comes down to it, and if they were gonna do that where he dies, I'm about to whip. I was about to. Holy shit! I'll break 3 controllers. I don't give a shit.
I will say though, like as far as Last of Us Part 2 goes, like if Joel hadn't died in that sense, what purpose would
number 2? Yeah, why have? Would there be number 2? Yeah, you're right.
There's no, and like the whole time, like going before the game released, like they kept saying, "Oh, it's an Ellie revenge story." They would never say it's Joel, but like in the back of my mind, I was like, "There's nobody she knows that she's gonna go through a whole game to get revenge on other than him."
And yeah, they really made it seem like he was still alive in the trailers too.
Yeah, because they showed all the friggin' flashback scenes in the middle of it.
Stop it.
Yeah,
stop it.
They were really good with it.
They duped my shit, man. They duped me.
I have a big question for you guys for the end. Near the end. Did you think it was fair for Tommy to come to her and be like, "Hey, I know where she is. Like, let's go get her," kind of thing? Because
I feel
it was very uncomfortable for me.
It was because at the end of the day, she's basically a child. You know what I mean? At that point, she's already been through it. She lost people. Like she made it back. She was like basically like, okay, fine. Like it didn't work out. Whatever. She got away. Like I'm gonna work to get over this. And then Tommy walks in and he's like, nah, he's right here. You go get him. I can't, so you go do it. And like she's there, like I found out reports, and like she's not gonna say no. She's not gonna look at it and be like, you know what? I like herding sheep better. You know what I mean?
And like because he's changed a lot because of those injuries too, right? Like before that, he left her behind to go kill them, but now he's like, hey, like kind of just angry at everything and his situation. He has like a permanent limp now. He only has one eye, I think, or he can only see out of one eye.
I don't remember
because he got shot partly in the face. And now he's just like, you have to kill her for me. Now he's like really into the revenge, the whole thing, and she's just trying to live her life and forget about it. And like you said, she couldn't say no, and she left everything behind. At the end, she goes back to her girlfriend, I feel like that was and she's just not there.
It had the perfect ending.
Yeah, because it just shows what you give up when you go for revenge. Like you leave everything behind.
And that's what I was gonna say. So like, as much as I hated not like Joel dying, like Andre said, it wouldn't be a good story without death, and we know that now. I know that. So like, and like you said, if it was a happy ending, I feel like I wouldn't have liked it as much as I did when she went back and they were gone. Like she had nothing essentially, or she lost something. Not that she had nothing.
Yeah, she couldn't. No, she lost because she lost her finger. She couldn't play her guitar, which was her favorite pastime. Her baby and her freaking girlfriend were gone. Yeah. Her thing was empty. She didn't even have her fucking sheep, bro.
Everything is gone. I have
where'd they put the sheep?
I have a question for you guys. Just randomly, it's kind of diversing, but have you seen the OA?
What's that?
No.
What's that?
Parts of it.
Okay, because the trans girl in The Last of Us 2, the Asian girl, she's in the OA and she looks the same and she plays the same like kind of character. She's also trans in it.
Really?
And it was just my sister is actually the first one that recognized her watching The Last of Us 2. She's like, hey, that's the girl from the OA, and I was like, damn. Like
so she's an actor and she's a game. Like,
yeah,
she's in a game. That's so crazy.
I know. It's awesome. Good for her.
Yeah. Have you seen like the people who like are the face actors in The Last of Us? Like there's this one girl, the girl who plays the girlfriend, Ellie's girlfriend, basically. Like she like does like a YouTube series of her like playing it because she didn't know. She just got a call saying, hey, you want to come be a face actor for this game? And she didn't even know what it was going to be. So she's like, yeah, sure. So she just did all the face. Someone else voices her.
No way.
So technically someone else is her voice. So she technically has no idea what the story is unless she
so they just essentially just took pictures of her face. So she went there, put all the dots or whatever just to get the...
And then there's a video of like her and Abby. Like she like figures out like what's going on, and then she's like, "Oh shit, this game's so huge. Let me see what this." And then she plays, and then she like, Yeah, and then she plays the first one, she plays the second one, and she has like a video where she invites like the Abby's face model to her house.
That's so cool.
Yeah, Abby's not nearly as D's in real life as she is.
Not as D as that.
You know, I heard that they had to make her like that in order to put the sex scene in there and keep it M-rated.
Really?
Yeah, because she's very manly looking, so it's not as offensive. I guess
we gotta just take it out. You know, I'm just here to shoot people.
Right? Yeah.
You didn't enjoy them having sex at SeaWorld?
Absolutely not. I think I was at the part where Ellie and her girlfriend find that like underground bunker, and I was my girlfriend was watching, and I'm like, no, they're not gonna do, like, there's no way that like this is gonna happen, and then it happens. I just look over, I'm like, they really push this. They're really pushing the agenda here.
But that's not the bad part, because like at least they skipped that one. Like, you know how like in PG-13 movies they start kissing and then screen goes to black and then they're done and they're under the blanket, right? So, but like the Abby scene, like they did the whole thing.
Yeah.
I must have skipped that because YouTube maybe demonetized that part.
That's probably true, yeah.
Oh,
thank God.
Yeah, that's true.
Perfect. That's great for me.
I should have put that setting on in the game. Demonetized.
Demonetized setting. Take it off. Oh, that's crazy.
Oh, I didn't even take that in. Yeah, I guess you didn't see it.
That's
but
good.
yeah, no, they do. They do a full blown sex scene with
Made me
Abby.
mad uncomfortable. I already.
And that guy, what's that dude's name? Like her friend.
Oh, I don't remember their names anymore except for her.
I don't remember.
The guy that was cheating
like
on her pregnant girlfriend.
Yeah, that guy makes me mad uncomfortable, bro. I don't know. That guy is a freaking creep. I don't know, man. That guy's a creep. But yeah. But I think Naughty Dog did exactly what they said.
I agree. As much as I hated...
Once you kill Joel, you know it's going to get a reaction.
Yes.
And it's probably the most talked about game of
so much controversy
because of that.
Oof, delicious.
So. And a lot of people say, like, narratively, there's a lot of inconsistency. It's probably like a mess narratively, which it could be. I don't know, man. I'm not a friggin' literary genius who can like figure out these kind of things. So I don't know. Like, it seemed like everything seemed to make sense, other than what Alan was saying before, where Joel all of a sudden wants to help random people, where he spent the whole thing not helping random people.
The thing is, I say that, but then I also can, like, if I think for myself, maybe because I know I'm contradicting, but maybe because he sees the growth in Ellie, that he thinks like, you know what, I can save another person, right, down this road of like dog shit or whatever.
Like, he has more faith in humanity in general,
right? Like, he's a little more happy, you know, like he's filled the void of his daughter dying, so he's there to help now. He's not there to save, he's there to help. So when he sees someone that's in distress in a situation that Ellie may be in, like, that's what I'm assuming, as a dad figure, that's what you want to be thinking, or whatever, like a parent figure. Like, I guess, like, if that's the only reason I can think why he would go and help a random stranger. But the thing is, it's still the apocalypse, and if it's the apocalypse, I'm not helping anyone unless, like, I know 100% I can trust them, and it's weird. It's weird. Like, even helping Ellie is kind of weird, because it's like in the first game, but there's a motive, because, like, you know, she needs to get to this place, he gets paid or what. Right. There's a motive, right? But when you're helping someone randomly in an apocalypse, I just feel like that's so weird to me, because I wouldn't never do that, and I like to put myself in people's shoes. Yeah. Or especially game shoes or like character shoes. But that's why I was so pissed. But like you guys are saying, if he doesn't die, then what are we really playing? We're playing Last of Us remastered, like, literally, for no reason, right?
Yeah.
So,
did you hear they're remaking The Last of Us original?
Oh yeah.
For what? Next gen?
Weird.
Why? Wait,
everyone has that reaction.
Huh? Is it gonna be multiplayer?
I think what I've heard is they're thinking that, like, The Last of Us 2 multiplayer is gonna be in the remastered version of The Last of Us.
I honestly don't mind that.
Such a money grab,
like the
I loved The Last of Us.
Yeah,
I loved it.
To be honest,
it was great.
I loved it.
Wait, you guys like it? We could play that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would.
You're gonna get the remaster. You're gonna get the remake of the remastered Last.
Buddy, I like that game more than this one. All right, I would get that game 7 times before I get this one. The second time.
Yeah, I know you're right.
Yeah.
But
Well, I have a question. For you guys.
Sure.
Would you have rather Ellie have died and Joel went after them instead? Like in the second one?
Honestly,
I'll say that with a
with
a smile. Yes.
Oh man.
Honestly, no. Me no.
No, hold on, listen.
I
Then
feel
you
like
skip all the weird teenage hormone scenes, and you get pure carnage because Joel literally puts his life for her for the first game, and if she dies, he's gonna kill everyone. And guess what? Kill him at the end, and I believe that game is a better game than this game. I swear to God.
Oh man.
I swear to God. I put that on my life. if he like he gets okay, hold on. No. You still do the scene where he gets interrogated. Ellie comes in, and at that scene, he hasn't been shot yet, so he's not really badly injured. He's a little bruised up. He has his legs a little messed up. Ellie comes in, fights him off. They both fight him together, and they're about to like do a reunited hug, right? And then boom, she gets shot from the right. She's head splattered on the ground. Joel, the blood's on his face. You see, I can just hire me, Naughty Dog. I will make you the best game ever.
Last of Us 2, Alan's remake.
Last of Us 2. Point Alan, yeah. Last of Us 2 Point Alan.
Alan's cut, like the Schneider's cut, huh?
Yeah.
Oh man,
I'm telling you. Like I would have liked that game better, but of course I digress because
honestly, no. I honestly I like giving the opportunity to play as Ellie because like I feel like
I had enough of the Ellie.
No. In the first game, like when they got the chance to play Ellie, like I actually enjoyed it a lot. Like it was very different. Like controlling her was different. Like you're so much weaker. You have the knife, so being able to take out clickers like with stealth kills, like where before you couldn't, but also being able to get murked instantly by pretty much anything is a very like interesting payoff to me.
I guess
I don't know.
Yeah,
I like how she moves.
Yeah,
like you know what I mean.
I'd also sorry.
No, go ahead.
I'd also be interested. I was thinking, like in their prequel, you can see how Joel like becomes the dark figure that he originally is in The Last of Us, the original.
Yeah.
Like what he had to go through. Because before that, he's just a dad, right?
A prequel would be interesting.
But like,
a prequel.
Yeah, because he was a smuggler, right, or some kind of dealer. I don't know.
Yeah.
But yeah, that would have been an interesting story too.
Yeah. And I remember him and Tess, like, always like they allude to some of their like adventures, like before that kind of stuff happened. Yeah, it's really interesting. But the movie's coming out, so you remake the original game.
Bro.
I'm not the movie, the show. The show's coming out, so you remake the original game, so more people know what The Last of Us is, and they're gonna buy it. That's what the idea is, essentially.
Listen, if they in the show somehow kill Joel, I will personally videotape myself professionally with my new Nikon B700. Whipping my my controller at a TV. My TV, the one that's behind me. I swear to God. And if it's unjust, okay?
Because they said I think they said they're gonna divert from the game pretty a lot. Yeah.
They can't kill the Mandalorian.
But they always do that though, right? Like I don't know. It's like whenever America has any franchise, they're like, this can't stay the same. No matter what it is.
Guys,
Monster Hunter has US.
Shit, right?
Monster Hunter has the friggin' US military all of a sudden.
What the
somehow.
Don't even get me started on that dog shit movie. Oh my God.
Did you watch it?
Yes, I watched it.
I haven't seen it yet.
It's so bad. Don't even bother.
Yeah. I want to watch
that. It's so disgusting. It's so gross. I think they fight two different type of species and that's it. Anyway. All right. Yeah, now you got me all pissed. Oh, great.
Anyways, I think that's good. We're at pretty much almost an hour and a half, so we can close this out. Alan, close this out.
All right.
Bro.
So for everyone who's watching live on twitch.tv/Alan Daniali, hopefully we can make if you guys liked it, we can make a Weeb Gamer one. That'd be crazy. But thank you for watching. Also, if you're watching from YouTube and you like to see our faces, please comment, like, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell to keep up with every video that we post up there. Also, we do have social media. If you go to any of our personal accounts, you will see it there. And yeah, we have TikTok, we have Instagram, we got YouTube, we have Spotify and Apple Podcasts. But other than that, Andre, was there anything else you like to say?
That's pretty much it. Did you say all our socials? We got Twitter. We got.
I got the list here. We got TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, Google Podcast, Apple Podcast, Spotify, and Twitter. That's pretty much all I know.
That's a pretty good list. Anything you got to say, Sean? Before we sign
just
off?
Thanks for listening. Had a great time as usual. Look forward to next week, and we'll see you then.
Yeah, I need more pay. I need a vacation or something.
Yo, I will double your salary right now.
Perfect, double it right now. Thank you.
I will double
Perfect.
it right now.
Oh, I already saw it on my bank account. Great, thank you.
That's fast.
Anyway, guys, you have a great night.
2 times 0 is 0, bro. That's why I did it. Goodbye.
Negatives for profit. Okay.
We are negative, bro. Don't worry. It's fine.
Got it.
It's fine.
Whoever keeps downloading our podcast on Spotify, by the way, keep doing it, please.
Yeah, we don't know who you are, but thank
you.
All right. Everyone, thanks for watching. Peace.